Yeah.
no fandom have I both had to explain myself more and been most accepted than with Taylor's. It's been very interesting because on one hand, I foolishly and annoyingly have to defend myself the most with Swifties. I also feel the most accepted of any fandom in Swifties. It's weird
That's
how
probably
large that
because you
spectrum
explain
is.
yourself more,
Probably.
right? Because they know
Probably.
more about you.
Probably.
Because you have to go more into detail.
Yeah.
So they know more about you and how you work and stuff, or just by work, you know what I mean, like how your brain
Yeah.
is, or who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And so that and like the way I look at it is like, regardless of the situation, for us it'd be the streams and stuff, right? But the more you explain yourself, or the more you put yourself out there to a certain someone or people, and they still stick around, the better, because you're finding you're finding out that you have more and more in common, or like you have maybe the same principles about things. It strengthens the friendship more than anything, right?
I agree. I think that it did take a lot of, I don't want to use the term trimming the fat because that sounds more dismissive than what I'm trying to make it to be. I just can't think of a term, but it really took a lot of chiseling through the fandom to find my pocket in it. Because I felt like when I first started listening to her music, regardless of what I said about I Hate It Here, regardless of that, it took a lot of having to get through how defensive this fandom was. I had never met a fandom as defensive as when it came to Taylor. I couldn't say anything wrong about her. Every song is good. Every lyric is smart. Every time she sings, it's amazing. Every time she lifts up a mic, it's the best thing she's ever done with her hands. It's just, everything is perfect all the time. And for someone like me, who is so entrenched in so many different genres of music, that shit was like really pissing me off because I was really trying to learn her. And I felt like they were not letting me learn her. They were trying to get me to learn her through their lens. And that was disrupting it for me. I was like, guys, I'm really trying here. And you're not letting me try. You're telling me how to listen to her music. And it's really making me not like it. Like, it's really messing this up for me.
And one thing I want to add to that note, too, is most, if not all of the Swifties grew up or watched Taylor Swift grow up and listen to her music as it came out and was able to resonate with it before the next album. Whereas me and you, there's so much Taylor Swift music out there. We're hearing it all, like, you know what I mean? Like
rapid fire.
We don't have a lot of time to let these, like for example, I just reacted to the Lover album literally yesterday. Yeah. And then this Friday, we're going to check out the next one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So there's not a lot of time in between to let that album sink in and really get an understanding fully of everything. Yeah. Whereas other people have been able to do it. You know what I mean? So it just takes a little. It takes time for people jumping into that to catch up and understand what's going on.
Yeah, and I'll be fair. Fast forward now, that is such a tiny part of this fandom that I've been a part of that I still feel like there's this defensiveness where it's like, the one thing I used to hear a lot, right? The one thing I used to hear a lot is, sorry, it's not you. We just have to spend a lot of time defending her. And when I first heard that, it used to really annoy me because I went, that's totally fine. But when you get to know me, like, and you really know me as a person, I don't do the whole painting people with the brush thing. I don't do it. And I view being defensive as the exact same thing as you preemptively ready to attack me because my opinion is different. And I used to have to wade through that a lot with these songs I would react to. Then it got to the point where I changed my thinking about it. And I went, you know what? The way I talk and the way that I am when it becomes, like, when I am with music, I'm very direct about it. Like, I'm very, when I like something, I'm very excited about it. I'm animated. I bounce around and I jump. And nobody says anything about that. But when I'm very like, this song's not for me, it's the same energy. I'm very like, what was this? I don't like it. I don't really understand it. It really isn't for me. That's fine. And it was always like, I had to be ready when I would do that react. Like, you should have saw when I was first listening to Taylor's music and I would hear something and I didn't really like it. My first thought always, and Rebecca can tell you, my first thought was always, I don't know if I can post this, because all they're going to do is eat me up about it. All they're going to do is whine about it. And and by the way, I'm not talking about people who like know me now. I'm talking about when I first started doing this back in like fucking February and March. And I was like, they're really going to eat me up. Like, they think that I'm attacking her. They're not able to distinct my personality because they don't know me, with me literally just critiquing the sound, not who she is as a person. Fast forward now, it's interesting how I've learned through wading through this fandom, it really is this, you almost do have to be on guard when people tell you that you like Taylor, because they have preconceived notions about you being a fan of Taylor. They almost put you in a bucket for being a fan of Taylor. And then I have to sit here and go, wait a minute, I'm not like the other Swifties. I'm special. I'm different. I actually just like her music for blah, blah, blah. When at the end of the day, nobody gave a fuck about that. All they saw was that I was a dude who liked Taylor Swift, and they went, you're a fucking weirdo. Why do you like Taylor? You're weird. And so I got what they were saying. I feel that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no. Because my family knows what I do now, and they'll watch, like, they won't watch, but sometimes they'll pull me up, kind of see what I'm up to. And one of my family members was saying, like, oh, are you gonna go listen to Taylor Swift? And then I was like, yeah, she's actually got some good ass songs. Like, I was just, because they basically what is the word I'm looking for? Like attached her to Blank Space, Shake It Off, right, to those, and then
her
they
mainstream
were thinking, like, that's
bangers,
all she
right,
yeah. And I was like, I mean, dude, like, and I said it to them too, straight up. I made a whole video about this, like, before actually listening into her music. I thought it really was just like a little. She was just like a poppy. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on TikTok nowadays, right? Like, get it on TikTok, what?
Right.
No, it was when you peel back that outer shell. There's a reason why those songs are so mainstream. Is because those are just mainstream, and there's a reason why there's deep cuts, right?
Right.
When you hear those deep cuts, specifically, like, I mean, dude, like, most of her, I say it, 80% of her music, I think lyrically stands out. There is that 20%, I will say, where it's like, okay, so it's just another basic, like, this type of song. We can still listen to the lyrics. The metaphors are always there, so you can always appreciate metaphors. But when you get into, like, ever more folklore, like, the lyrical writing in that, it's just like, you wouldn't even know that it's the same person who's writing, like, Shake It Off and Blank Space. And even those songs have lore to them. Like, there's reasons why they're out. It's not just like, let me make a quick buck and just drop a pop song. Like, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Sonically is one thing, but lyrically is another. So that's what I've been doing when I'm listening to Taylor Swift is, okay, I have two sets of ears on. I have sonic ears, how does it sound? And then I have lyrical content ears. It's like, what is it saying?
Right.
So say I might not mesh with how it sounds, but I'll break down the lyrics by, oh, okay, but the message is there. Specifically, spoiler, the song Me, right?
Right.
With Brendan Urie.
Right.
Brendan Urie is one of my favorite vocalists in the world.
Right.
And I was so ready to love that song. And I heard it, and I straight up was like, you know what? It wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I'm probably not going to turn it on. But the message behind the song, I vibe with, because it's a very positive message.
Yeah, but that's what I've. No. Like that makes perfect sense, and I think that and it's kind of what I said earlier. I think I found my pocket of this fandom and really entrenched myself in it. Something even Lynn's, Nancy, Kate, and I'm sorry, somebody else, and maybe it was Shanna, I forget. Somebody else said something earlier that I didn't realize there was such a, and I'm not saying this for ego, I'm not saying this for yours or mine or any reactors. I give a fuck about, like being a YouTuber. It was cool that there was just such a need, or it seemed like a craving of other people's opinions who look like maybe they don't listen to Taylor. So it was really cool. And what I mean by that is it was really cool for me to go in and listen to The Man, listen to Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, listen to Ivy, listen to Better Man. Like listening to those songs, like we all Exile. I'm really big in accountability. That's my thing around here. I'm really big in accountability. I don't really do the gender war bullshit. I don't really do the whole fighting you, fighting me. We're all one fucking team here. There's only one enemy, and none of us here is that. So I don't really care to engage in any other dialogue that moves me away from you. I'm not interested. But what I am interested in is, why do you think that way? What else may be going on, and how can I help solve the problem? And I think that pocket of this fandom, I'm in. That is the pocket that I'm just laser focused in, and I've zoomed in on. I have fun when we listen to Lover. I have fun when we listen to Speak Now. All that's fun for me, and I really enjoy it. But I think the biggest discussions and the biggest pockets that I found is when folklore pops in, when TTPD pops in, when Reputation popped in, and we were talking about, and then we watched Miss Americana. Like, that's my pocket. I'm not really interested in anything else. And I think that everyone's okay with that. Like the discussions we have here, even people that are double my size on YouTube, I'll watch their videos and I'll see how they engage with their community. And I'm like, this seems so like my community's right. Like they found certain YouTubers, you, me, Jackson. I can't think of the couple, the black man and the black woman. I can't think of their name. Like they found that singer reacts. Like they found these pockets where
that's my boy.
Yeah, like they found these pockets where the discussions are miles and day different than what I'm seeing on channels that have 1 million subs. And it's like corny. Like I'm not interested. If I would have found Taylor through bigger reactors, I would not like her music. It would have pissed me off. It's so shallow. It's so handholdy.
Yeah.
It's so unengaging. Be honest. I'm looking at your face. You do not like this song as much as you're saying you do. You just don't want to be shitted on. I don't care about being shitted on because I'd rather be shitted on for telling the truth than you love me for lying to you.
Dude, it's full circle. It goes back. Sorry to cut you off. It goes back to what we were just talking about earlier about how you said you had to. I mean, I'm verbatim, not verbatim here, but like you had to explain yourself a little bit more. But it feels like you're now very accepted, right? Does that make sense?
I hope so.
What we were talking earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
What
we
were talking about earlier?
Yep.
That goes full circle to right now. You know, you give your honest opinions on these songs, or not even just Taylor Swift, just in general. You give your honest opinions on what's requested to you, and then that helps the audience understand who you are as a person.
Right.
So they'll be more inclined to request something with the anticipation of like, oh, if I know Bradley, he's gonna like this song.
Yeah. Oh,
Does that make sense?
Dude, I get that a lot. There's always two schools of thought when people request songs. It's one, I don't know if you'll like it, but I really want to hear you talk about it, which always makes me happy. Like those are awesome. And then there's the other one where it's like, hey man, I just want you to twerk on camera. So here's a banger. Here's False God. You know, and it's like, I like that too, because they know I don't always want to go 2.5 fucking hours fucking trauma dumping on everyone and accepting trauma. Like I can't do that for 3 hours.
Man,
So
that's
mix
the
it
good
up.
part of it all.
Right. And see, and that's the thing with Taylor, I will give her credit. I do not think I've talked as much about songs as I have with her music. I will give her that.
Neither.
You know, even when sonically, I think you said this earlier. Even sonically, when there were some songs, I'm really big on saying some of her songs should have just been poems. Some of her songs shouldn't have been songs. They should have just stayed as poetry.
Okay.
They're very good. If I read that on a lyric sheet, I would have probably fucking cried. But the fact that she tried to sing something that I think was better in a book, it fell on deaf ears. Love, sonically speaking. Lyrically, I love what she's talking about. Let's have an hour conversation about it. I'm just never going to listen to that song again because it should have been a poem. I don't talk like that about any other artist except her. And that's unique to her, you know?
I agree with that. Like I've been doing reactions for a solid year now. And I definitely think that, and you can honestly see this on our channels probably. Look at our individual reactions to Taylor Swift versus other artists, right? Which ones are longer? There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because there's more to talk about.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite things to do is break down lyrics, but I also love to break down the instrumentation.
Right.
And Jack Antonoff is, the producer, he is insane. So, like, every time I'm hearing something, it's just like, you got to talk about it. The only other, like, artists I'd say I talked or broke down nearly as much as Taylor Swift would be 21 Pilots. Have you checked them out?
Okay, hey, Tosi, I'm going to just say this one time. I'm going to just say it once. And if you do it again, I'm canceling the collab, okay? Like, I'm going to just tell you this one time. And then like, I'm going to just say it once, okay? Okay. Don't ever ask me if I listen to the absolute fucking heat that is 21 Pilots, bro. Don't ever do that again, bro. So you would agree then, right? Like, Tyler Joseph, he's got that same, like, poetic like writing, and then their production is always crazy. We're gonna test your knowledge right now. No, we're not. I'm
gonna play a song, and we're gonna see if you know.
No, watch this. Can I just show you something? One second.
Vignette.
These are my credentials, bro.
Clinging to
These are my credentials, bro. I just want you to see. These are my credentials.